I want
when you're tidying up the file, you want to see it.
one or two ways, and you as a management team will have to make you'll have to make the call. I either want to know how to do it before I bring
to the desk.
come to the desk, so I can say, hey boss, I got him up to 55. In JT's case, he could come up and say, I got him up to $5,500 down on his traverse. Okay? And I think there might be some more there. I mean, that's what you'd say, because it didn't take you but what, 45 seconds to get me from
2,000.
zero. And he actually, the way he presented the first time, got me from 0 to 2,000.
Yeah.
Then he bumped me another 3,000, and then he bumped me another 500.
Right.
So there's probably more there. Because here's the thing, and I know you were here when I said this yesterday. Look, I can pull your credit with your name and your social security number and figure out your propensity to pay people back, and maybe even your capacity to pay people back. But is there, how do I know how much cash you have? You don't. There's no test for that. There's nothing that will tell you how much how much cash the customer has. Okay? Have you ever been surprised by a customer who had no money when you thought they had money, or had a ton of money when you didn't think they had money?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we all have. We all have. So I go into it with no prejudices. All right? But at the same time, I also don't want to scare the customer off. I don't want to make them think that cash is necessary to do the deal here.
Right.
So what I'll do is I'll do Steve here. This takes maybe 2.5 minutes, but it's thorough. I'm going to start it off exactly the same way JT started it off. Steve, you're on a $50,000 vehicle, okay? Now I can tell you, most of our customers on a $50,000 vehicle are going to want to put down 20 to 25%. Shoot, that's somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000 as their initial investment. Did you have one of those numbers in mind, or did you have another?
Oh, that's a lot of money. I was not planning on putting that much down.
Not a problem. Look, rest assured, Steve, we are going to do this your way, okay? Make no mistake. You are the customer. We're going to do it in a manner that makes you comfortable. But let me explain why they want to do this. Number one, it lowers the balance to finance. And the balance to finance is really the key to putting together a financial plan that works for you. All right? Because the lower the balance to finance, the lower the monthly investment. All right? You did not strike me as the type of guy that wanted to go back to your country club tonight and brag that you got the highest payment in the club. Am I right about that?
The best car, no.
Okay, the best car, yeah. Highest payment,
no.
Okay? Now, when you put down a decent initial investment, it gives you the option to do something that most people don't have the option to do, and that's the option to shorten the term. Now, a couple dynamics take place here. When you lower the balance to finance and you shorten the term, you save money two different ways. All right, so I'm going to put savings times 2. Whether you borrow the money from us or you borrow the money from your Aunt Millie, if the balance to finance is lower and the term is shorter, you're going to pay fewer finance charges. Look, you've been grinding me all day on a price. I know you want to save money. Initial investments help you save money. Now, every day, Steve, every single day, somebody shows up here wanting to buy a new Chevy or a used car from us. They're excited, we're excited, and it doesn't happen. And the reason it doesn't happen is because of what happened the previous time they bought a car. They either financed it for too long, they didn't put down enough cash, and guess what? They're in such a terrible negative equity position that we can't get them financed. They feel bad, we feel terrible. When you put down cash and you shorten the term, you build equity faster, which gives you the freedom to trade or sell sooner if you want to. Okay? And lastly, when you lower the balance to finance, shorten the term, you get to the dream payment. way faster. What's the dream payment?
Oh, no payment.
No payment at all. So considering the dream payment, the freedom to trade or sell it sooner, the fact you can save money 2 different ways, lowering your monthly investment. If you can't do 10,000, how close can you come?
Yeah. I'll just put the 15 down now.
See? See how that works, JT?
Yeah.
That's just
more verbiage.
that's an embellished version of what you did. Okay, I've given him 6 reasons to put money down. Does that make sense? How difficult is what I just did right there?
It's not terrible.
No, it's not terribly difficult. Every word I just said is in your book. Okay? Aaron, you guys as managers need to determine, because I can use all of this defending the numbers that you put on the sheet for me too, right?
Yeah, it was used more like an opportunity to close instead of a
Right.
setup for the first pencil.
You're right.
So it's a trial close, basically.
Yeah, but I was also told by the group yesterday that you guys, that I don't know, when I say you guys, you don't pencil deals, do you?
Not very often.
No, the people penciling deals are throwing out zero cash out on the first pencil. That's insane.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's insane.
Half
That's because the salesman comes to you and says, he ain't got no money down.
He got nothing.
He ain't got nothing down. It's because, you know why he doesn't have anything down? It's because this is how I ask him, JT, how much you want to put down today?
I wasn't going to do it.
Shocker. Okay? Shocker. Because I mean, look, it's going to come up. If we don't teach the salespeople how to do it, it ain't their fault. That's our fault.
So, you two were all over best practices. Has the best practice of timing been addressed on this?
Absolutely. The best practice is the sales team is working the customers for cash before they ever go to the desk for the first pencil.
So, completion of demo.
You know,
Right before.
Soft commitment to buy the car. You sit down and you tidy up a few things before you go to the desk.
Oh, yes.
And you have that.
that would be probably the most frequently positioned timing. But it could happen on the demonstration ride. Now the problem if I bring it up on the demonstration ride, I forget who somebody yesterday said that's when they do it. I can't write it out for them because as I'm sitting here with Steve's eyes are on this piece of paper every time I put my pen to the paper, and he's not really buying a car. It's human nature. You're not married, are you?
Not.
You're not even old enough to go to a bar, are you?
Not.
Nope.
Okay. I was going to say, next time if you're ever at a bar and you want to get someone's attention, just take a cocktail napkin and start doodling on it. The bartender will come over to see what you're writing. The people on both sides of you will try to see what you're writing down. It's human nature. It also definitely increases my power of communication because he's seeing the same stuff that I'm saying. And people learn 3 ways. How do they learn?
Seeing, doing, touching.
Seeing, doing, and hearing.
Here.
Doing and touching are the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No,
That's a
not
song.
bad. Not bad. Is it a song too?
Meatloaf.
All right. So
Ain't too young to know that.
in the book and I'll send you all the videos you want to look at on how to work a customer for cash. But it's by the way, am I doing the right thing for the customer?
Yeah.
Absolutely yes.
Or when they come back in to us and are trading that car in.
Because when they come back here in 3 years, after putting nothing down and financing it for 72 months and they try to trade and they can't, who are they going to blame? They're going to blame you. They will not take responsibility for making a bad purchase decision. Yet that's exactly what it is, a bad purchase decision. Okay,
Plus, I mean, like, if you take the pencil to them first and they see the payment's $200 more than what they wanted, then they're kind of like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't do this. Instead of for then you're like, well, if you just give me a couple grand, it's like, whoa.
They
start getting scared.
Trade if we don't do that, so they're like, well, you're not giving me enough on trade, so, in their mind, it doesn't.
all right. You, I don't know if y'all ever see me again.
I'll see you on the YouTubes.
Yeah, we'll be watching you.
I'll make some good comments for you.
Maybe.
Yeah, trash some of those people who are trashing me. I need
I'll stand up for you.
I need defense, okay? No, I will be back here. I just don't know when. I know my boss is he lives in Columbus, so he'll probably be over here to handle the account from time to time. But he doesn't do it quite the way I do it. He's a very smart guy, but he's not nearly as funny as I am. Or as dynamic as I am. But I will stay in touch.